Hi, everyone. Oh my god. Hi, non-binary cat dad. Hi. Oh, wow. How's everyone doing? I haven't been around in a while. Hi, Esquiki. Goodness. Goodness. Wow, how do I do the streaming thing, huh? How's everyone been? Hope you guys had a good holiday. Good Christmas, if you celebrated it or not. Wow, it's it's been a while, huh? It's been a while. Wow. Yeah, I forgot how to stream. Like, I actually forgot that, like, oh, wait a second, I need to press the go live button or, like, start stream button. uh, but, oh my god, my throat's a bit sore. Yeah, hope you guys had a good holiday, you know? Today feels so awkward. It feels like such an awkward time. Like, I don't... Like, we're after, like, we're past the Christmas celebration, holiday celebration, right? Like, and then it's like, then there's like the few awkward days of like weekend, and then like Monday, Tuesday, and then there's Wednesday, which is like New Year's Eve. And I'm like, huh. I'm yeah, yeah. It's such a weird, it's such a weird week. It feels so weird. Your work shift started 40 minutes ago, and that's also the thing. Like, technically, it's just a work day. Like, for Christmas, you got drunk out of. I hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're alright. That sounds like, that sounds like, that sounds like, one hell of a Christmas celebration. But yeah, it's like, it's such a weird thing, because, like, up until now, I've always just been, you know, a student. So it's like, yeah, it's like 2 weeks off, but now it's like, yeah, but also work doesn't take a pause. So yeah, that's weird. Soju is no laughing matter. Gosh, I love soju. I have a bottle, like, somewhere in my room. But yeah, it's like it's goodness. Because I felt weird, like, it felt weird to stream on certain days as well. Like, okay, on like actual Christmas Day, I did have plans, and it's like Christmas Eve. It's like, because I know some households, or like some households, I think it depends on like which country you're from or like which region you're from. Some focus on celebrating Christmas Eve, which was what, like I know some people do that, but we ended up moving to actually celebrating Christmas Day. And I think it's a very European thing, where there's also a second Christmas Day. like yeah, they're like Christmas is just such a jolly time. We're doubling the amount of Christmas. Huh. Now that I think about it, second day of Christmas is, it's a Christian thing, but wasn't the United States also very Christian? So why did that not stay in the US? Huh. Or I'm wrong. I might just be wrong. But, I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we celebrated Christmas Day, like, on the 25th. Uh, which, you know, I got to visit my cousin again, and I saw my baby niece, and oh my god, she's she's so spoiled. She's such a spoiled child. But I love Sophia. She's like, mm. Oh my god, I had to cough real quick. Your streams on Christmas Eve and day so that your online friends will have a place to celebrate it. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah. I just I just feel weird on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It's like I had a fucking interview on Christmas Eve, and I'm like, damn, people actually work during this period, huh? Because it's also like, because it's actually the slowest period I think that there is in the month. It's also, people are like, yeah, yeah, an interview, yeah. But I think it's also like, because it's the slowest period of the month, it's like not everyone is actually willing to use their days off, because it's like, yeah, it's just free money and I'm not doing anything. Work can't stand. No, it's a it's for a fucking, okay, I guess it makes sense. Like, insurance companies don't actually take holidays off, do they? Because now that I think about it, critical infrastructure, and it depends on, I think it depends. I think it just depends on which company. Because it's like, my fucking internet service provider definitely didn't, previous internet service provider just didn't work on Christmas. Like, they were just unavailable, which was very fun, because our like 2 years ago, our internet just straight up died. Like, we needed to replace our router in the end because it was just so, it was just very old, so we needed to end up like replacing it. But yeah, it was like, it just fully died on Christmas Day, which was very frustrating. Insurance companies have to do overtime, yeah. It just really depends on like what types of infrastructure, because like, it's not like holidays are like, ooh, the ER, nope, we're closed for the holidays. Like, that would be yeah. But anyway, like, yeah, I like, for Christmas Day, right? Like, we didn't really celebrate Christmas Eve, or like second day of Christmas. We don't actually do that. Well, I went to my cousin. I went to my cousin and her husband and their child. And like, we played, like, just, you know, we hung out. We did hot pot. We played Catan. I haven't played Catan in like 3-4 years. So like, I fucking trolled. I fucking trolled like crazy. Catan is fun though. It actually is more fun than I remember. It really shows that depending on who you're with can make or break certain like board games, right? Uh, my God, why is my throat so? I think, okay, my throat feels a bit worse. But yeah, that was fun, and I got to see my baby niece again, which is like, she's growing up so fast. Like, I remember when she was but a mere infant, but now she's like 2, almost 2. Yeah, she's almost 2 years old, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But yeah, how have all you guys' holiday season been? Did you guys do anything fun with like friends or family? Oh my God, I don't get this. I think I know why. I think I know why my throat is being so sore, because I haven't streamed in like a week, and I haven't really thought out social contact in this capacity. So I'm like, oh my God, my throat is not used to this anymore. Maybe I should be drinking warm water. I got a new mug. I got a new mug for Christmas. My cousin gave me a Super Mario mug, and I'm like, you know, perfect time, because I've been in a very tea drinking mood. So this has just become my mug. Like, it's not going into the cupboard. I'm keeping it in my room. And I already almost had a fucking accident with it. Like, I bumped it against my mic arm, and I have a counterweight on it, which is actually completely unnecessary, But that thing is made out of, like, steel. And, I don't think I have to say that, ceramic versus steel, that ceramic doesn't win that, at all. But luckily, no cracks or scratches. If it actually got damaged, I would have cried. I think I would have cried. I can already see, I can imagine the universe where it went wrong, and that I would cry. And I don't want to think about it. uh, but yeah. But yeah, they got me a mug and like a gift card, which, unnecessary, heavy, dangerous item. Yeah, it's like, no, actually the thing is that this mic arm does have a minimum weight. Like, your microphone needs to weigh a minimum amount. It's like, it has a capacity of, I think, 250? No, it has a minimum of like 500 grams, I think. Like, or 250. No, it's a minimum. Your mic needs to weigh a minimum of 250 grams, maximum of 1500, I think. And my mic, it's like, oh yeah, my mic, I think, was like 480 grams. And I was like, oh, now I have a counterweight. What do I do with it? So I ended up like just installing it because, you know, it's for good measure. And because I didn't want to have random stuff laying around my room. Because it was below the maximum limit. I was like, oh, cool. But this thing has actually been causing problems left and right. Like, I almost broke my mug. I scratched my smartwatch on it twice. The screen and the frame. I'm like, goodness. Maybe I should remove it. I could remove it. Not right now. I'm not going to remove it right now. But yeah. Ugh, God. Gosh, I wish I even could. I wish I could even say that I was like productive or like did more stuff during this period. But it's not. But like I didn't. Like we didn't. My mom actually needed to help out with like at a restaurant because they just had a massive shortage, and my mom was like, oh, these are my rates, and they were like, okay. So like my mom got like a sweet holiday paycheck just for just like that. Or like is getting one, I suppose. Which is neat, I guess, but like I'm not gonna complain about that. Because she only needs to, like, she needs to work only during the evenings. Like, she just works during the evenings, and like, it's like, I don't know actually how much she's demanding. I think it's like 25 euros an hour. That's what 20 years of service work experience does, right? You have like leverage. Goodness. I've been noticing that as well as a as someone who only like recently graduated. Gosh, wish I had more experience in it. But anyway, yeah. My mom was just helping out at a restaurant, so I was like, oh, I don't really have much to do, and now it's weekend. And I'm like, what do I do in this weekend? And my friend was like, do you want to play Marvel Rivals? And I was like, oh God, yes, let's do it. And guys, it's bad. I'm addicted to Marvel Rivals again. I haven't played in like half a year, I think. Like 3 months, 4 months. How long, actually? Like a very long time. I haven't played in a very long time. And yeah, the comp grind beckons me, and the Halloween game mode, which for some reason hasn't been removed yet, is actually really fun. I'm the type of person who actually really likes PvE games like that. Like, it's weird. I don't like hack and slashes, but I don't like hack and slashes, but that's like a hack and slash, if anything, and I'm having a lot of fun. So maybe I should revisit Fire Emblem Three Hopes, because yeah, I thought that the game was boring, but maybe the simple times is actually No, actually, I think I know why the Halloween mode is fun. Like Marvel Rival Zombies is fun. Is because it's a hack and slash, but it's also a roguelike. Like it has roguelike elements to it. That oh, are there roguelike hack and slashes? I think those are called bullet heavens. I think people generally refer to bullet heavens when I talk about roguelike hack and slashes. I think those are just bullet heavens, like Vampire Survivors, Mega Bonk. Bullet heaven games. Brotato? Like I just searched up a list and people put like I'm just seeing this list. Wintersill is also a thing. Wintersill on Wintersill on Steam. Oh god, I haven't actually bought anything. I was tempted to buy some Dead by Daylight stuff, but I'm like, I'm not really in a mood to do that. I don't know. It's like the game's fun, but at some point it also just becomes very repetitive, I guess. Anyway, I digress. Yeah. God. My throat. It's parched. Not even parched. It's like, I don't know. It's weirdly hoarse. Talking about horses. No, I'm not gonna say. I am gonna. I've been tempted to pick up Uma Musume again. I've been tempted. It's like I played it so long ago, right? But the reason I didn't play more was because it didn't have its global release. Like I played the fully Japanese game. And yeah, having to Google Translate everything was not fun. Like at some point you understand what does what, and like you're like at some point I was like able to understand what does what, and I was able to like make the connections on like, oh wait a second, like I was learning Japanese. I guess I don't know anything anymore. But now I'm like, now that the game's actually out in English, maybe it's worth revisiting it. Maybe. Possibly. Do I need to lower my music volume? I'm lowering it a little bit more. I ended up... I think I've talked about it. I'm using my Stream Deck a lot more for functionality. And... God, I love it. I actually love it. But yeah. Yeah, it's a weird period, this. Like, we have a 4-day weekend and then, like, questionable work days, and then we have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and then more, like, and then, like, we're supposed to go back to our regular schedule. Like, I think it's whack. I think it's super wacky. I think it's super wacky. Like, I don't know how to wrap my head around it. I'm like, am I supposed to go to bed early? Am I supposed to go to bed late? Well, I should be going, oh no, fuck, talking about going to bed. I realized I forgot to give my... this is the brain of someone whose thoughts are everywhere and nowhere. I wanted to say I forgot to give my Snorlax lunch and Pokemon sleep. but yeah, it's like it's such a weird time because I'm like, am I supposed to like take care of myself, or am I able to like pull out a new movie at like 2 a.m.? I chose to actually sleep at a reasonable time. 2 a.m. is not a reasonable time. That was last night. I was like, oh, do I go to bed right now, or do I pull up the Violet Evergarden movie? Because I've literally watched everything of Violet Evergarden on my rewatch, but the movie. I think that I actually know the reason why. I have a bad tendency to not finish things that I'm working on, like series that I'm watching because I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end. And Violet Evergarden is beautiful, such a beautiful movie where I'm like, damn. Like just a show, just the entire, just the art of it and all. It's like, but yeah, but yeah. Ah, maybe tonight. Maybe I'll do it tonight. No, I'm not. No, I fucking won't. Maybe. I'm not actually planning to go for super long today. I'm not actually planning to go for super long. I just want to have like I just wanted to, relax with you all. Catch up before the end of the year. Am I gonna do a New Year's Eve stream? No. No, I'm not. I wanted to stream yesterday as well, but I realized that I just wasn't. I just didn't have the energy. I didn't have the energy to do that, but I did want to go live at least once this week. Chill stream is good. Yeah, like not everything needs to be productive. That sounds wrong. No, but it is the truth. We don't need to be productive in our free time. It's called free time because we are supposed to be free. Yeah. But oh my god. But yeah. But yeah. Maybe I am gonna watch the Violet Evergarden movie. I forgot what it was about. That's the thing. All I know is that spoilers for a 5-year-old movie. I remember that Violet and Gilbert, Gilbert, I actually reunite, but like that's the only thing I remember. But like I don't remember anything else. Oh yeah, and that CH Postal was out of business. They didn't explain anything about that. All we know is that it got out of business. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I remember as well. I became sick. I became sick on Monday. Like I had to speedrun my recovery like to Christmas. Because like so many people actually ended up becoming sick because my initial plan, right, was that I was gonna take the Monday off and that I was gonna take like stream on Tuesday and that I was gonna take no, my initial plan was I was gonna stream Monday to Tuesday, take the Christmas 3 days off, and go back in the weekend, question mark. I became sick on Monday. I realized that, oh, wait a second, even if I recover well enough, I need to go out for dinner because, like, with one of my mom's friends, and my mom, like we were gonna go out for dinner, but then she also became sick, and then I was sick, and was like, okay, maybe we shouldn't do it. And then, like, by Wednesday, it was like, oh, it's Christmas Eve now. I'm like, and I had to go to my cousin, like, the day after. So I just really speed ran my recovery as well. I think that, yeah, that's maybe the reason why I'm, like, why my voice is like, not the greatest. Just the fact that I'm dying. Well, we're all dying. I don't want to be pessimistic. I'm not in physical tip-top shape. But honestly, just the fact that I have so much free time is actually really nice, because I ended up just playing a lot of, Genshin again, off-stream, just in my free time. I ended up 100%ing the map. I've done everything Notcry has to offer now, which is cool. Part of me is like, ooh, do I go back to previous regions to check? And I've set out on a horrible, horrible plan. of 100% in Genshin. Um, that was actually, oh yeah, that is actually a thing I was thinking of. I was considering maybe doing like marathon streams where like stuff like stream doesn't end until I reach goal here. Like I've jokingly said like I jokingly gave one like stream doesn't end until I like fucking I'm cringing. I'm cringing. I don't want to finish that thought. I don't want to finish that thought. It's a okay, no, the initial idea was right, like the horrible shower thoughts. Valorant stream doesn't end until I'm e-dating someone. Cause it's so bad. Like it's actually so bad. I was duo queuing with one of my friends. And we were just using voice comms, right? Because you should. She's cis female. Fucking literally, she used her mic. First thing that we got from our teammate was like, "Are you a dog person or a cat person?" "Oh, I think you're a dog person." And they ended up barking on voice comms. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, how pathetic of a person do you have to be? Like, just hearing a woman on a video game makes all rationality disappear from Valorant gamers. And I'm like, I know that one guy isn't representative of, you know, people who play Valorant. But that was such a bad return to Valorant for us that we were like, let's not do it again. Well, we ended up picking up Marvel Rivals, which is we expected Marvel Rivals to be worse. Like we climbed back in February, March, April. We played so much and we hated every living second of it. That by the time like we went back to our old school shooters which we played at the time, I'm like, but yeah, the whole stream doesn't end until I'm dating someone in Valorant. Oh, I wanna cry. Also, high saving throws. Honestly, the biggest reason why why I'm not planning on doing that is yeah, I have a thing that's called shame. I have a thing that's called shame. I don't want to. I'm not gonna put that on the internet. But because of that, I do have because of that, I am open to the idea of marathon streams. Not playing the game marathon. I think that's or doing a marathon. But like playing a single game with a massive goal and not ending until I reach that goal, right? I just don't know if playing Genshin Impact until I 100% it is a feasible one, because 100% of Genshin, like I've been doing it in my free time. And like I cannot be bothered to do it for a live service game, right? It's a game that's literally ongoing. Because it's like there are a lot of tedious achievements. There were tedious achievements. There were but there were also achievements of which I'm like, how did I not do this on launch? Dragonspine. There was a thing that's like get to every single rune guard. Apparently, in my 24-hour 100% Dragonspine exploration on 1.2 release, I missed a single cavern, and I didn't find it until yesterday? I didn't find it until yesterday. That's like 5 years. It's been 5 years. Or there was an achievement that was like, get game over by a boar. And it's the first time I got killed by a boar. Like I party wiped by a pig. Because like stuff like that doesn't happen, right? Yeah, I in a real I realized that 100% in Genshin is it's a lot of tedious work. Like it's a fun game, and I'm genuinely enjoying my time playing Genshin again. But I feel that 100%ing it is tedious. Well, so is getting every single Korok in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but people do that anyway, so maybe I cannot complain about it. I don't know, the biggest issue is just the fact it's a live service game, right? It's not a game with a set end and finish. 100%ing now might only be 90% in 2 years, right? There was a period where I was almost 100%, and then Inazuma got dropped, and I was like, ugh, do I have to do it again? Like, the goalpost got, like, so much farther away, and I was like, nah. And now the goalpost, it's like, I can't even see it anymore. I can't even see it. But yeah. I'm considering doing stuff like that. Oh, because marathon streams, look, they are fun on paper, but the issue is, and that's another issue, is that I feel that people, like, it's like, unless I take, like, set breaks, and at that point, right, it's not even going to be a marathon stream doesn't end until this specific goal. At that point, it's like closer to a subathon, but without the sub part, um, where you're like, this is like, okay, the content creator, who is probably self-diagnosed a little bit autistic. Yeah, I have no issue playing the same game for like 48 hours, I think. But you, the audience, might probably get bored after 20 minutes of me figuring out how to do a single achievement. Oh my god, talking about achievements, I remember I never got the Hard Island achievements. I never did the Hard Island on Leeway. I'm so fucking lonely that I never got someone to do that with me. And the worst part is, I've gone through multiple relationships between Genshin launch and today, and I never bother. And it's like, some of those people did play Genshin. We played together, and I never even bothered to do that. It just wasn't meant to be. But yeah, it's stuff like that. But it's like, I feel that as content itself to be watched, it would just get boring. Like, it would just, I feel that I cannot be entertaining doing that. Because it's not, it's also not like Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom, where you can make use of glitches to make it look more entertaining, right? There is no secret tech to give a wow factor. Yeah, like that's the thing. There's no secret wow factor of like, hi CG on YouTube. Hope things have been doing well. Thank you. I'm doing well, and I hope that you're doing well as well. Hope that you're doing well. Hope you had a nice holiday. I might need to. I think I'm gonna combine YouTube and Twitch chat into a single overlay instead of using 2 separate ones. Because having YouTube chat be all the way up there and Twitch chat be like on the bottom, is kind of, it's icky. It's yucky. It's icky, yucky, yucky. Oh my god. Would you like being a bottom? I haven't done Stream Deck stuff in a while. Come on, save me there. uh, but yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't believe that I can be entertaining with boring game. Okay, and then, like I'm enjoying. It's Genshin is a type of game which seems fun to play, less fun to watch exploration from. Right? That's the issue. It's just exploration. It's hi actress. I had a nice ACG. And yeah, that's the issue. I don't believe in my own skills. Okay, the context. Okay, because I noticed that I noticed we're having more people tune in. So the context is I want to do marathon streams, right? Like stream doesn't end until big goal here. And one idea that I'm doing off stream, like in my free time, is Genshin. I'm exploring a Genshin, and I had a thought to 100% Genshin, which is a ridiculous plan. How do you even 100% a live service game? That's gonna take like weeks of time, right? Weeks of non-stop playing, but I want to do it. But it's like, story is entertaining, yes. Like I love the story, and that's stuff that I do end up streaming, right? But it's like, after the 7th chest using the compass, I feel like it would be pretty boring. Or if I'm like constantly looking at the interactive map, I feel like that would be boring. Because like I know for myself that I'm the type of person who's actually like hyper focused on certain tasks, and then it might take away from my entertainment value, like my own entertainment value. And it's like, Genshin is better, has become better with open world exploration, right? Especially Not Cry, but like finding random people out and about. I wish it was like a bit more out and about. Like imagine finding Amber in a random forest in Starfell Cliff. That would be cool. That would be cool. But it's something that's like only done in like Not Cry. But it's like, okay, so but yeah, like if I were to do that, right, I need to think of like what is there left for me to do. One of the achievements, finish Whisper of the Wind 5 times. I've done it 3 times. It's the stupid it's a stupid daily commission thing. That thing alone time gates me for a literal week, because you need to get lucky with your daily commissions, and you need to get it in a specific order. And it's like, and the thing is bugged. That thing is bugged. I've done it multiple times, and they just didn't add to the counter. So it's like, maybe they fixed it. Like, that was something I did back in Azuma, I think. Not even like it was a long time ago. I assume it's fixed by now, but it's like there are also things that are just time gated, and I don't mind time gated stuff, but in a marathon stream, it does kind of feel icky, yucky. I could get it on a console and just focus on, well, no. Doing it on a console and getting those achievements is like, it's taking the easy way out, right? It's like, it doesn't feel the same, it doesn't feel correct of like 100%ing a game, but it's just PlayStation Platinum trophy. It doesn't feel right. In my mind, 100%ing means there is literally nothing left to do in the game. Like, there are no more side quests. There are no more chests. There is no more new interactions. You've gotten everything and anything you can get your grubby hands on. Like, that's what I did with Octopath Traveler. I've done everything in Octopath Traveler, the first game. Like, if I load up my save file right now, there is nothing. The world is saved. All problems are solved. It's the only thing there is left for me to do is like max level everyone, and I don't want to do that because that's just unnecessary in my mind. Like there are things in 100% list which I feel like I don't need to do that, right? Um, like max level every single character. Why would you do that? That is tedious grind. Does it have to be Genshin? Maybe another game without a live service model suits a... Yeah, the thing is, I actually like playing Genshin. I just like playing Genshin, which is the thing, which is why I want to do that. um, because I do 100% the map. It's just the achievements. It's really just achievements, which is achievements and some time-gated quests are just the issue. But yeah, it's like I could play Hollow Knight. No, I don't even have Hollow Knight, and I don't feel like buying it. I don't feel like buying the game either. I like Genshin. I like Genshin. It's actually like, but it's no, like the big part of it is as well is like it's a game that's so large in skill in which it's also a challenge, right? I could be like 100% Duck Simulator 2, and it would be like, okay, cool. It's Duck Simulator 2, but it's also like it's a 2-hour game. It's a great indie game, by the way. Maybe I'll play it on stream. I've been thinking of replaying it. It's such a goofy game. I actually don't know how I got it, but I know I ended up having it on my Steam library, and just the name Duck Simulator 2 was like, fuck it. I'll like, this was in high school, by the way. I was like, fuck it, I'll play it. Why not? And I genuinely just I had a great time with such a random game. But yeah, it's stuff like that, right? Like having a game that's like 100+ hours in content or like 20-ish hours in content, because Ender Lilies and Ender Magnolia, both of them were 100%ed in like 20 hours, and that's like, yeah, an all-nighter, and that's it. Well, a bit more than that. And I guess those games did have a bit of skill to it, because I could probably 100% those in like 12 hours if I didn't suck at certain fights. God, Ulf took me like, unironically, Ulf took me, first time I played, by the way, first time I played Ender Lilies, that piece of shit legitimately took me 5 hours. In what ended up being like 20 hours of playtime on Steam before I rebought the game on Switch. 20 hours of playtime? 5 hours was a single boss. Like, that's just... And the thing is also, like, because you're tired, but you're frustrated, you're tilt queuing, you're going again, you're doing it again, and then you fuck up, and then you get tilted, and you want to do it again, right? Like, surely I'm not the only one who does that. Like, they're, like just in general, right? Not necessarily with, like, comp. But it's like, yeah. But I remember me getting so exhausted at 2 a.m. or like 3 a.m. at that point. I ended up saying like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. And I tried it again the next morning. And first try, clear mind. I was fully awake. I wasn't tilted. Bam. Like, that's insane. Internet at work return, but it might die again. Oh god. That sounds like reliable internet, it seems. but yeah. but yeah, it's like I could always do a 100%. I could do hiccups. Sorry. And that actually, do I want to 100% Zelda, like Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild? Because the issue is, it's like it's a game that I love, and the Switch 2 enhancements make it so much better. I don't feel like restarting the game. That's the issue. I don't feel like restarting the game because there is a certain special beauty in experiencing things for the first time. But by replaying it, I kind of feel that I'm not as engrossed in the story. Not that there is much of a story in Tears of the Kingdom, that's true, but yeah. I feel like I feel like I might be like, oh, I'm bored, but like all the side missions, the side quests, oh, there's a lot for me left to do. Um, I could always just continue my primary save, but it's also like, oh, but at that point, it's like, I mean, it's also like I guess if people were to tune in after like, it wouldn't matter if they tuned in after 20 hours or if they tuned in on an already like save file where I already like beat Ganondorf. Like I assume it doesn't really matter that much at that point. Bloodstained Symphony of the Night might work something as a blood Metroidvania. Oh, I think you've talked about it before. Oh my god, I cannot type. Bloodstained Symphony of the... There are a lot of games that's like Bloodstained, colon. Hmm. I don't know how I feel about the art. There's always Turnip Boy commits. You love mentioning it, huh? You love bringing up that game whenever you can. It's 80% off. It's 80% off for Winter Sale. It does make it does make me tempted to buy it, to try it out. For $250, it's like, oh my god, it's like, oh, these sales are are making things very, very appealing. Less than a cup of coffee, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And actually, if I'm gonna talk about other games that I'm tempted to try, I end up finding this one random visual novel, which is popular, question mark, the non-existence of you, and it looks cute. It looks like a cute psychological horror visual novel, and I'm a sucker for psychological horror. Like, God, Doki 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 Literature Club is a game that I Doki Doki Literature Club is a game that I 100%ed twice. And Slay the Princess is also Slay the Prince is also a game. I'm not sure if it's similar to Slay the Princess. That's the issue. Because I'm going in with the idea of visual novel format. But I'm like, gonna play the Gooner games. I'm standing by those words. But yeah, it's like, I don't know how the game actually is aside from promotional material. Like, the game looks good, but I'm like, is it actually enjoyable? I'm going through my Steam wishlist. Hard Hollow, which is also made by Black Tabby Games, creators of Blade of Princess. That game's also on a 25% sale, but I'm like, it's such a different style from Slay the Princess that like I'm afraid of buying it. Which is like, yeah. 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 Oh. Actually, I'm gonna continue talking about random games that I ended up finding, because there's this another indie game which I bought. I don't even know when I bought it. It's a game called 7 Days That End With You. I tried playing it like a few years ago, like way back. But I never actually finished it. And I ended up watching a fucking YouTube short about it, and I was like, wait a second. I recognize this game, or like the concept of the game. But I forgot the name of it, and I was like, wait, that's that game. I do have it on my library. I played it. But it's just been so long ago that I'm like, huh. How do? How do? What do? But yeah, yeah, I think I definitely kind of moved to the... I've become open to the idea of smaller games, right? Which are like 2 hours, 3 hours of playtime as well. Like I've become both. I want to do long streams of a single game and 100%ing it, and here are small games which are like 2 hours, a single stream, the end. That's all. And I'm like, huh, yeah. Yeah. And then there's D&D, which I need to figure out and set up at some point. Smaller games, yeah, because those were all examples which I just mentioned. Like, I'm not gonna, like, you're not gonna, unless you're 100%ing Doki Doki Literature Club. Like, it's a 2-hour adventure. Visual novels are generally only like a few hours in scale, in size. Ooh, actually, the Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds, that's a game that I mentioned. Wait a second, how much does... Outer Wilds. Or Worlds. Hmm. 75% off? No, that's a wrong game. Outer Wilds, yeah. No, 40% off. $13.79. Fucking Google decided to say Outer Wilds. Did you mean Outer Worlds? I'm like, no, I didn't. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Google, with your stupid autocorrect. 40% off. Gosh, I wasn't planning on buying things this winter still, but it does become very tempting to buy things. How long is Outer Wild? 15 to 20 hours. Oh, that's actually like a full week's worth of streams. Huh. But yeah, like... Outer World... No, I mean Outer Wilds. Fucking Google autocorrect decided to be like, Outer Wilds? Did you mean Outer Worlds? I'm like, no, I didn't mean that. You're linking me to the wrong game. Like, Google gaslit me into thinking that I was wrong, but I wasn't. I wasn't wrong. Google is wrong. Our robot overlords are taking away our independent thoughts, and even I'm not immune to it. It's bad. It's actually bad. But now I'm also like, am I even willing to spend all this money? It's not even that much money. Considering for the amount of hours of content that I get, it's not even that bad. And maybe I'll start it all with Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. No, I probably won't. But we'll probably buy just because it's on sale. There are quite a few games that are... Guys, it's happening. I'm buying more games without any intent to play or finish them. uh, Luckily, it's not that bad. My backlog of games isn't that bad. Why am I lagging? My backlog of games isn't that bad compared to some others. But now I'm also thinking, because I've been enjoying hack and slash games a lot more than I expected, now I'm tempted to also buy Age of Imprisonment on the Switch. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Because I already watched Point Crow's playthrough of Age of Imprisonment. So I feel that I would be... that the emotional impact of the game and its story would have less effect on me. Because I already know what's gonna happen, right? It's like... it's not even like... it's like going to a movie, but you've watched clips on YouTube Shorts of like pretty much the entire movie. So it's like, at that point, do you still... should you still watch the movie as it is? Why not turn them all on wheel spin and if the feed doesn't end until... I could do... I feel like that's... and that's the thing, it's stuff like that which makes me think a lot more like, maybe that's better for something like a subathon. Because stuff like that's like... and it's like, what's the difference between a marathon and a subathon? I'm like... one has... and in my mind, like, the marathon stream is going on without, like, without a break or intermissions, I suppose. And I'm not the type of person who wants to do subathons. For one, it's just a desperate appeal to cash. For most people. It's literally, like, we gotta be, like, if we're gonna be real, subathons 9 out of 10 times are just a way for creators to fatten their wallets. Like, I'm just gonna be out and about with that. Like, that shit is... like, I understand that hosting events are expensive. Actually, I've had this conversation a while back about subathons, donathons, etc. I feel that a lot of creators like, a lot of I'm not gonna say VTubers, but a lot of VTubers among others, really do subathons and donathons just for the sake of doing it. And I feel that that really makes them kinda... it makes me want to support a creator less. Like that's how I am with it. Like, it's one thing to have a subathon which is actually a spectacle, right? Imagine actually making an event out of that. And it's another thing to just be live 24/7 with sleep breaks and have a timer running because you want money. I support one over the other, and it's up to you to decide which one of the two I prefer to watch. And, like, actually, like, not even... I like... yeah. Or if the money actually is used towards events, that's a different thing. But just having, yeah. And you'll never see me do a subathon. Like, I'm serious. You'll never see me do a subathon. And you might be like, oh, but you're small. Of course you're saying that. I'm not doing it. Like, I don't want to say I despise the idea of a subathon, but I despise the idea of a subathon. Like, that's genuinely a thing. I had a thought of, like, if I make it big one day, why don't I do not a subathon? I just have a random timer that's just counting down, and that does absolutely nothing. Just a random timer, as if it's like, or a timer going up, as if I'm doing a speed run. Maybe I should write that down. I wrote it down in my mind. I'm not gonna write that down. I'm not gonna grab a piece of paper for that. Oh god, I just remember the whole reason I downloaded Live Split. The 20 hours I took for Shiny Froakie. Oh, I'm so sad that took so long. Paper? Yeah, that's fair. I shouldn't be using paper. I have a fucking iPad. I have a fucking iPad and an Apple Pencil. Why am I using paper? Yeah. But I have quite a few ideas. That's also the thing. I have a lot of ideas of content that I want to do next year, right? Am I even gonna have the time to do that? Am I gonna have the motivation to do that? Or am I just gonna keep it like I'm doing it now? Kinda relax, chill, not really do much? Because, I gotta admit, this is also kind of cozy. Like, I have zero incentive to fake hype things up. I think that's kind of the best way for me to describe it. Fake hype. It's like, yeah, yeah. And I think I also like, because okay, yeah, I know that that a lot of like content creation in and of itself is entertainment, right? I'm like you are like the creator are someone who needs to cater to an audience, but I want to say fuck that notion, right? I just want to be myself. And statistically, right, it is all a numbers game. It actually is all just a numbers game. Statistically, people who do that fail. Most fail, right? But I'm like, fuck that. And it's not because I think like I'm gonna be the 1% that succeeds. It's more like, fuck that, I don't want to be disingenuous. So it's like I have all of these cool concepts and ideas. I don't know if I'm actually gonna commit to any of them. It's like I want to do marathon streams where are 100% a variety of games. Like I still want to, like, I want to play Expedition 33 again. I want to play more Genshin. I want to, what do I want? What do I want? I have no clue what I want. I want to play Duck Simulator 2 on stream. But it's also like, do I really? Do I want to commit to that? And it's rough. And it's actually rough, but the ideas are there. It's like the only thing stopping me is me, right? That's actually a thing. The only thing stopping me is me. If I just do it, if I stop my hesitation, if I just commit to the bit, who knows? If it flops, it flops. If it succeeds, it succeeds. But until like if I hesitate like this, nothing's gonna happen, right? Like I'm maintaining the status quo, which for a lot is like okay. But I think I'm also learning a lot about myself and how willing I am to take risks. Part of me is the risk taker. Part of me wants to do things that are like so not necessarily outside of my comfort zone, but have like risk of not succeeding. And another part of me is like so risk averse, and I just want to stay in my cozy little, like hide under the blanket, read my webtoons and web novels, and not do anything. Both are me, and it's rough. Like I don't know what to do, but I think it's too late for me to dip out on the D&D thing, because that I already invited people for, and I already put in quite a lot of writing. So I kind of, at that point, I kind of feel like it's a shame to not make use of it. Yeah, honestly, I haven't actually done anything with D&D for D&D in a while. unfortunately. Just didn't have the time. Um, but yeah, I'm still so proud of that latest adventure that I wrote. That is like I want to say, it's genuinely, uh, and that stuff is genuinely like some of the coolest thing I've written. When is it set for? Uh, I had the idea to start in February, to start the D&D stuff in February, but I don't think I can. It might be delayed one more month into March. It just depends on the state of the players. Like also like how when are the players available? And whether or not I'm actually able to write a one-shot that's only like 4 hours max. Because I also need to think about it. It's like a... What I'm... These one-shots are pretty much feature films, right? It's 4-hour production. And I need to be able to fill every single, like, pretty much every single second of it. And yeah, it's rough to also write something for players, give the players, you know, to bring out the genuine reactions of my players, but to also spend enough time creating an emotional connection between the NPCs and the players, and to build it up in such a way to cater it to a live audience, you guys, among others. And it's like, it's so out of, like, it's so, I feel like I'm ambitious. It's a very ambitious thing that I'm doing. Um, it's a very ambitious thing that I'm doing, and it's rough. It's one thing to just hang out with friends in a Discord call for 2 hours. Because at that point, you don't really care too much about how much progress you make, right? Because progress can happen next week as long as everyone enjoys this week. But this case, it's like, I need to make sure that the players enjoy 4 hours of time while also putting on a show, setting up a show for them to perform on, and make sure that like, yeah, uh, it's like a, I'm not even planning to work in production. Like what? Like it would be one thing if these were transferable skills into like Hollywood, but it's not even that. Uh, I need to cough again. My despair got the best of me. Yeah, like it's definitely like skills that are, you know, that help that would benefit me as a person as well. But it's like, God, it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into this. Because I also need to figure out, like, after, like, I need to get the players, get the scheduling, get the story done, get the maps done, maybe find music, make music, question mark? No, that's too ambitious. That is too ambitious. Like, I'm not musically talented enough to do that myself. For as much as I wish that I am, and for as much as I want to do that, not for every single adventure, every single that. I'm too ambitious. That's. Can you guys hear the conflict I have with myself? Wanting to be ambitious and do stuff that's like super awesome, duper amazing, and also like having the comfort of the known, right? That sounds like philosophy. I wonder which philosopher talks about that. Like this actually sounds like philosophy at this point. Um, but, 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 um, yeah, yeah. Hmm. I don't know why. Yeah. I just ran out of things to talk about. Not necessarily. It's like I have no way to hook this into the next topic. That's just the issue. I genuinely have no way to hook this into like that was its hook into philosophy, but I'm not in the mood to talk about fucking Camus and absurdism and pulling out your Nietzsche, and I just wasn't in the mood for that. uh, for as much as well, mainly because I need to like I haven't done much philosophy at all anymore. I completely kind of forgot what those guys talked about. Not Camus. I know what Camus talked about. The whole notion of absurdism. I think that's a cool thing. Cool thing. The fact that life has no meaning is not a cool thing. Or like that life is inherently meaningless. Like that's not a cool thing. I don't wanna talk about that. uh I just gonna type something out. Feel free to share your thoughts. Feel free to do so. Um but yeah. Hmm. I realized I forgot to turn on loop on my Hoyoverse playlist, so that's why it was auto playing random tracks. I sure hope I'm not getting copyright claimed on YouTube. Cause that would suck. um yeah, that would actually suck. um Um, yeah. Hmm. So, any New Year's plans? uh, actually, talking about New Year's, a lot of people buy fucking how's it called? Oh, how are they called in? How is this called in English? I don't want to say scratch tickets because it's not a scratch ticket gambling thing. The thing is, it's not separated. I ended up including music to the YouTube VOD because Genshin Hoyo music is free to use for creators, which is why I added it to YouTube, because that way, when you have just chatting streams and there's a bit of dead air, there's at least some cozy music playing in the background. Yeah, it's not separated. It's not separated. Because that's how YouTube works. I'm multi-streaming on YouTube, by the way. um, but yeah, like a lot of people buy like how's it called again? It's like it's not a scratch ticket. There's like this one, yeah, like let me see what the translation is. Like what is it? Like what the hell is the translation of fucking lottery tickets? Lottery tickets. Jesus, how did I forget that word? um, like New Year's lottery tickets. Um, I'm not doing it. I know some people who are. Because it's like 30 euros for a single ticket or like 15 for half a ticket because you can do that. Um, I have some more boxes of V card. I have some boxes of V card which I haven't opened at all. Um, like they're still just like sealed and all. And I'm tempted to be. The people are spending New Year's by gambling. It's like, yeah, yeah. Actually, a lot of people start a New Year's with gambling. Like it's a fucking like there are New Year's lottery ticket tickets, which is like at New Year's, someone gets like a large amount of money. But I know that some people do that with like the result of your lottery ticket determines your luck throughout the year. Shit like that. I'm like, I have a box of V cards, which I haven't sold yet. I haven't even put it on eBay. I'm like, what if I open one? That might be cool. But I'm like, do I want to do that? Because it is like, let me check eBay. Let me check eBay. V card Awakened Worlds booster box. I think those sealed boxes go for like 160. Yeah, $160. Some are even going up to like 180. 180 worth of like, oh my god, I remember when they were like barely 120. Like they were hardly like people were selling them just slightly slightly over MSRP just to like, but like Jesus. The secondhand market, like the fucking retail market of it, has now become yeah, has become pretty expensive. Like they're easily in like 200s. You'll trade your vehicle. Oh no. Nope. I think the issue, like a big issue, is a lot of boxes have now been opened, so people are like, ooh, but maybe golden. Oh my god, I'm browsing through eBay and I'm seeing that they have fucking rip and shippers. Like fucking whatnot streams on eBay themselves. Are you fucking kidding me? You'll have to wait until V-cards start. I don't think GamerSubs is gonna be able to do that. Like, I genuinely don't think GamerSubs has the distribution to actually sell in stores. Like, it's one thing if you're lucky to, like, it's lucky if you're able to, like, attend a convention that they're going to, but, like, GamerSubs is primarily still in the US. So it's like, yeah. There's TwitchCon, but I don't think I'm going to TwitchCon this year, actually. Like, they're on the same fucking weekend as Dokumi, and there's a good chance my friend is going to Dokumi, and they want, like... They want an extra pair of helping hands at the con, so... Yeah. There's a good chance I might be going to Dokumi instead of TwitchCon. Like, it's a bummer that they're on the same weekend. Like, it actually sucks a lot. So yeah, like it actually is a bummer because I was hoping to go to TwitchCon EU again, but yeah, no can do, unfortunately. Because it's like, yeah, it's just rough. It's just rough that, like, I don't know who the fuck was, like, who the fucking Twitch decided to do that, but they're really shooting themselves in the foot with it. I hope it isn't the last year. If I'm not mistaken, it is the last year that they're in Rotterdam. At least as they've revealed. It should be the last year in Rotterdam. It's just a big question of which other European venue can they even make use of? Because there's not that many that's amazingly accessible, as is Rotterdam, right? It's like what, an hour away by train from Schiphol? By train, right? Like you like it's very accessible considering, like, all things considered. But if you're gonna do fucking Paris again, like, I'm like, I could do that, depending on funds. Going to Dokumi is also kinda rough. in this case, because it's like, I have the funds, but I'll have to tap into my savings, which does kind of suck. But nah, it doesn't suck that much. It's like, if in this current position, I would have to tap into my savings. You would never want to drive to Paris. Yeah, I'm not gonna plan to drive either. I was planning to take the fucking. I wanted to say the police, but it's been bought by Eurostar. But like, I'm not sure if they're even gonna do that. It might just be the final year of TwitchCon EU to begin with. Like, that would just be a mega super bummer. If you want to go to Paris, you'll just put up Legends EA. Yeah, with the donut shops everywhere, random, mysterious, spatial distortion holes. But yeah, it's like, it depends. It really depends on what Twitch is, like, which direction Twitch is bringing with TwitchCon, because I don't think I need to be the first one to say how bad Twitch fumbled the bag with TwitchCon San Diego this year. I don't think that was a bit of a big major fuck up. TwitchCon EU in that sense is, because it's much smaller scale, it's cool, but it's also like, yeah, Dokumi Weekend was Dokumi Weekend was announced such a long time ago. The fact that they chose to go on the same weekend, they purposefully chose to do that, right? Like, you don't accidentally schedule your convention the same weekend as the biggest anime convention in Europe. You don't do that on accident. Maybe even the world. Dokumi has become like large in scale. Like, you just don't yeah, it's, yeah, it just sucks. But it just depends. It really depends on how it goes. But yeah. Yeah. Right. We were talking about New Year's gambling. How did we go from New Year's gambling to talking about conventions? Yeah. I have no clue. I genuinely have no clue. I got lost. I'm lost. Well, like, I don't know where the hell I am anymore. But yeah, you know what? There's maybe I will open a sealed box of Awakened Worlds that I have in my collection, which I didn't end up selling. I bought I've talked about this story before. I bought a whole case of Awakened Worlds because it ended up being a bit cheaper on a per box basis. And I kind of knew that, like, oh, if I have more, I know I can just sell it for cheap and it'll sell like fucking crazy. Or to friends, right? Because I was afraid that some friends might not have had the opportunity to get a box, and guess what? Some didn't. But yeah, now I just have more boxes left over, which I can't do anything with, so I'm like, huh. Yeah. But... Any other things I'm planning for the new year? Not really, actually. I'm not the type of person who's like... Actually... I want to say I'm not the type of person to make New Year's resolutions, but is it like, I want to do marathon stream in the next year? Doesn't that count as a New Year's resolution? More Valorant dating and God. I don't want to be cringe. What the fuck are... What the fuck? I don't want to say that... like, It's not even a thing. I jokingly said that as like a shitty stream idea. I said that as a shitty stream idea because Valorant is so bad with people, especially desperate guys who are hoping to fucking e-date. Actually, one of my fucking friends ended up finding, like, well, one of my old friends. I don't talk to that guy anymore. He ended up actually getting a relationship via fucking Valorant, and unsurprisingly, that ended up horribly. That guy ended up becoming, like, my friend ended up becoming a drug addict. Like, he just ended up becoming a drug addict. So it ended up horribly for him because he also lost his, like, his longtime friend. Yeah, no, that guy got down to that guy went to I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be rude because he was still a friend. His life took a turn for the worse. Ross says it's your New Year's resolution to get a job. Jeez. Yeah, I'm not the type of person to. It's more okay. I think the term New Year's resolution. I don't want to say that it's like a bad term, but I feel that at that, like, I feel like we're better off using just calling it a goal, right? Like, these are things we want to do in the year. Like, you can make it or you don't, but to be like, I feel like resolution as a word, as a phrase, New Year's resolution is like so much more, I don't know, it feels more high stakes to me. It feels high stakes, like you have to do it. It's like, nah, these are my goals for the year. Oh, did I get them? Nope. Oh, did I get some? Oh, yeah. Especially after losing your job during Christmas. God, that's rough. You've talked about that. I hope that, oh, you're doing alright. You have to go, no worries, and thanks for sticking around, S-Cookie. But yeah, there's, you know, I just personally like the phrase goal a lot more. Just no bits, no worries. Like, I'm not expecting bits anyway. Like, I'm not, like, I appreciate support when it can, like, I appreciate the additional support when they're given, but I'm never, in no way, asking for it, right? Just your presence alone is fulfilling. But yeah, I guess I have like goals for the next year. A lot of goals ended up being like on the content creation end. Do you think lunar New Year's resolution? That's a good question. Lunar New Year's, like the lunar New Year, right? That's like based on, like, primarily on the Chinese lunar calendar. It's like the lunar calendar, but primarily used in like when we talk about this one, it's primarily the Chinese calendar. Then there's a question: do Chinese people have New Year's resolution? Because if they do, right, then those New Year's resolutions will probably coincide with the lunar calendar over, like, at that point, right, Chinese people would usually make their New Year's resolution on the lunar New Year rather than the what calendar is the Gregorian calendar? Like it's called the Gregorian calendar, right? Like the Western calendar, the 365 days, 12-month calendar. I think that's a Gregorian calendar. So yeah, I think if just in general, if Chinese people have Lunar New Year's, they would be done on Lunar New Year rather than Christian New Year. Yeah. Because that's how culture works, right? The idea of a New Year's resolution is fully cultural. I don't want to talk about culture. It's not like I don't want to talk about culture. It's more like I feel that kind of goes beyond the scope of today's relaxing stream. Because like I'm the type, like I'm Chinese, right? But I'm the type of person who like I'm the type of person who would make their New Year's resolution on Gregorian New Year in 3 days and 3 hours rather than Lunar New Year at like what, February? When is the Lunar New Year anyway? Oh my god, hiccups. 17th of February. Yeah. Oh, my throat is definitely still hurting a wee bit. Apparently there's no point in the Chinese New Year resolution because the answer would always be make money. No, maybe. Maybe your New Year's resolution would be, I hope that my son becomes a doctor, astronaut, and lawyer all at the same time. Which isn't really a resolution, that's just a wish to Santa Claus, I guess. And the worst part is those things are actually grounded in truth. Like, that's actually stuff that Asian parents say. Source, have an Asian parent. Yeah, that's rough. Like, it's a stereotype. It's actually a stereotype, but it's a stereotype that actually, like, stereotypes are grounded in some form of truth, right? Some form. Whether, like, it doesn't matter how... I spend too much time playing horror games? No, I think I've spent too much time being Asian. Which is like... I think I've been Asian my entire life. Because I don't think I can un-Asian myself. Versus. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. I think I'm getting tired. I think I'm getting tired. Does that mean that I'm gonna end stream here? Maybe. I also because my throat is getting dry and I need a cup of tea and I want to relax a bit more because I started stream with like a bit of a horse throat. And so I'm actually like it's actually getting too much now. So yeah. But actually I want to talk about this as well. Like I've talked about how if you do this thing, right? The fishing on lurkbait, that thing has like support has been dropped, right? Support of this thing has been dropped. Developers have just kind of like given up on it, which is unfortunate. I've actually decided to open up Godot, which is a video game engine, and maybe try and make it myself. Like I said, I'm the ambitious type of person, and simultaneously the type of person who doesn't actually want to do anything. Um, like, which lazy person would see, hey, this app has dropped support, I'm going to recreate it myself, hopefully better. Not many people would do that, right? But God, I haven't done game development in a year. I haven't done game development in a year, right? I followed a course of game development at uni, um, at as a not elective. I think it's elective. I think that's like the term elective. Like I chose a course, Introduction to Video Game Development, as an elective course. Um, and like that's why Godot has been my go-to because I'm familiar with it. I suck at programming. Okay. I know that programming and coding and all that stuff isn't actually pulling things out of yourself. You're copying what other people have done and make it your own, right? That's kind of how programming is in like most of the case. But God, I'm bad at it, right? I don't even think I'm too ambitious with this. I feel like I'm just bad. No, it's a skill that can be learned and I just haven't honed it. Godot actually has a very fun tutorial. Like when I started this, they did not have this tutorial course on how to use Godot's programming language. It's actually really fun. It's a gamified version of like getting the hang of it. Um, but yeah, it's like making a fishing replacement. I don't know if it's actually going to be fishing. Um, because in the end, because I'm just going to explain how this works. Like this is like I'm you click on a button and you make a like you click on a button and it pulls a random item which has a random value. Like that's really how this thing works. And it adds up the value and throws it into a list. That's all it is. The issue is, how do I make a random item list that pressing a button can pull out of? How do I make a list? Like that's genuinely a thing. How do I make a list in Godot? How do I pull from that list to like how do I pull from one item list, show it, and add it to a list? And then there's the question of how do I connect that button press, like what would be a button press, to which API? I don't know how to do that. Like I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I don't have any knowledge in computer sciences. Like this goes beyond the introduction to course. That's the thing. I just yeah. Yeah. This made me wonder though, like I feel like recreating Cookie Clicker would be an amazing exercise in video game development. I actually think I would be an amazing uh that would be an amazing like exercise. If only I had the time and energy to do that. Like the more I think about it, the more I think like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. God, I remember when Cookie Clicker was still like when Cookie Clicker only had its beta. Like that was those were simpler times. Those were different times. That was like what, early I don't want to say early 2010s, but like it is early 2010s. Yeah, I didn't ignore it. Like D&D is game development. That is true. That is true. But it's also like it's different. It's a different type of game development, right? It's not. It's like it's not like it's actually D&D doesn't require you to program a like program anything. But yeah. Yeah. Huh. That's that, you know, the fishing replacing bot is just one of the it's just one of the things that I'm tempted trying to make. It's like those are it's something that I want to try and make because it's like I fucking hate the fact that it's like if you relaunch Lurkbait, I'm actually gonna relaunch Lurkbait right now. Um, are you saying I'm not a game developer? Well, you're not like making a board game doesn't make you a video game developer, right? Um, if this thing wants to load in, successfully connected, bomb. It hits you with a temporary chatbot outage due to some complication with Twitch's new API feature to send chat messages throughout temporarily. That thing has been here for half a year, more than half a year. I'm getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of that. I do. Uh, but yeah, it's because I'm so frustrated at it that I want to make it myself. It is working, but it's like the developer has dropped support. Like it is working, but it's like yeah, the developer isn't updating it anymore, and it's just frustrating that it just occasionally breaks. So programmer loaders is gonna try and make their own version. uh yeah, I thought so too, but it's like apparently like the last update was in January. Like it's almost been a full year since the last update. Like it is popular. Like it is popular because it's like it's fishing. I think no, well that's also a thing. Lurkbait became very popular during the it became very popular during the web fishing era. Remember web fishing? That the developer got bullied off of Steam, right? Like he got bullied, like fucking straight up doxed. Like that's rough, but yeah, Lurkbait also kind of got its popularity during the whole fishing period. I don't know why people were into fishing, but yeah, it's like yeah, honestly, like no one deserves that. It's insane that it happened. But yeah, it's like I want to make because on paper, this shouldn't be hard to recreate. Lurkbait, I mean, not web fishing, like lurkbait. That shouldn't be too hard to recreate. Yeah, me neither. All I know is that he got doxxed and that he decided to disappear off the face of the internet. And honestly, that's completely fair. Like he just wanted to make like the developer just wanted to make a fun game, which people, you know, friends could hang out in. And if that's how you get treated, yeah, I would do the same. Oh god, I need to cough. But yeah, back to lurkbait. It shouldn't be too hard to recreate. I just need to actually find the time to work on it. And it's not necessarily that I want to make a version that is better than lurkbait. It's more so that I want to make a version that's that works for me. I want to make a version that actually works for me and doesn't occasionally break. And that doesn't have the stupid temporary chatbot outage, which, you know, temporary has been a full year by now, which is frustrating to say the least. But yeah, then it's also the question of like, if I actually spend hours, days, weeks to make it. And then it's kind of a thing of like, should I put it on Steam? Like, that's a genuine thought that I had. Like, do I put this on Steam? Or like itch.io or like whatever? Because it's like, monetary reward for hard work sure makes someone happy. That's called the economy. But yeah, no, it's like, yeah, it's like, I know I could put it for free, but honestly, it's like, it's a very fun idea to actually like publish a game on Steam itself. That, oh damn, that thought would be cool. Maybe I should not think about it. Maybe instead of thinking about doing like uploading something on Steam, maybe I should actually open up Godot and fucking make a randomizer, like something that just pulls out of a random list. Like maybe I should start with the basics, which is like actually do video game dev. I'm gonna become the new pirate software, guys. I'm gonna have hot takes on stop killing games, and I'm gonna roll in a WoW raid. What happened to that guy? Like I remember he was super popular, but like didn't he get into like 3 controversies in a very short time? Like what even happened to him? Not that I actually care about him, I'm gonna be honest, so like don't answer that. Like I don't actually watch him. I just remember that he showed up a lot on my YouTube Shorts feed, and at some point it stopped. And that's all I know. But yeah. God, my throat is definitely killing me, so I think I need a break. I think I need a break. I think I need a cup of coffee. Not a coffee, cup of tea. Caffeine-free tea, even. So... yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to see what, who, when I could write. The answer is no one. None of my friends are alive. What the fuck? Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? But actually, I want to say who would have thought that no one would go live at the end of the year. It's more like there's a surprising amount of people that do go live during this time of the year, which, you know, it kind of makes sense because streaming is still a fun thing to do. I went live, but it's also like I wouldn't blame people for taking the rest of the year off of streaming just to enjoy the free time. God, I hope 2026 is gonna be, I don't want to say better. Like 2025 was a okay year. It's like the epitome of an slightly below average year. Well, I can always hope that it goes becomes better. Fire to have improvements. Woohoo. Why do I sound so dead while saying that? Why do I sound so dead? But yeah, there's no one for me to rate. Oh my god, I have hiccups. What the heck? Hiccups go crazy, what the hell? I sound so pessimistic. Sorry, I'm so doom and gloom. No, it's like, yeah. No, but. My throat is actually dying. My throat is actually dying, so I'm gonna get a cup of tea. Not coffee. If I drink coffee now, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna drink a cup of tea out of my new mug that I got for Christmas. And I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna watch the Violet Evergarden movie. No, yeah, no, maybe. even know what I'm doing anymore. Uh, but yeah, actually, now that I think about it, this is probably the last stream of the year. No, maybe I'll go live on Tuesday. Maybe. But I'm not gonna raid anyone. I'm not gonna raid anyone. So, for now, hope that everyone has a pleasant rest of the day. And if we see each other on Tuesday, potentially, I'll see you then. And if not, Happy New Year. Okay, I'm gonna disappear now. Okay, bye-bye. Take care.